Okay.
Welcome to the 2012 Academy Sports and Outdoor North Texas Soccer Tournament of Champions. This tournament was developed years ago to recognize those achievements of the recreational teams from each of our member associations throughout North Texas. This represents one of the largest recreational tournaments in all the country, and we're proud as North Texas to play host to such an event. This year's tournament will have approximately 450 teams that have entered to compete for the state champion as a recreational team within North Texas. I'm Jim Mills. I'm the chairman of Cups and Games for North Texas Soccer, and on behalf of all of North Texas Soccer, we want to congratulate you and welcome you to this year's tournament. This year we have decided that we would try a new concept as far as providing information to you in order to avoid all the different challenges that everyone faces when trying to attend the coaches meeting prior to the tournament. So hopefully you will enjoy this method and it will be very informative. In the event that you still have questions at the conclusion of this video, please feel free to send an email to ask those questions so that we can clarify any of the issues that you might have. First of all, I would like to say thank you to our Cups and Games Committee here at North Texas. These are the volunteers from throughout North Texas that have come together to help put this tournament together so that all the kids can have a fantastic weekend this year. I want to go through some of the different volunteers that will be at the different complexes that will be helping you and that you'll interact with as the weekend progresses. This year's tournament will consist of 11 different venues that we will have games playing. At each venue we will have complex directors. Those complex directors, those are the people that will make the decisions out there at the field. They are the people that are in charge at that complex. In the event that you have a problem, those are the people that you will go to that will be your initial point of contact in helping to resolve an issue. From that point, we have two assistant tournament directors. The two assistant tournament directors have divided the complexes so that they may help to better manage and to help resolve problems that the complex directors may have as the tournament progresses. They are my right-hand man. They are the people that are going to be helping to make decisions as we go in the tournament for things that are not provided through rule. I will be acting as the tournament director and will be touring all the different complexes to maintain that we have a good, solid tournament. This year, so that you know who you would be seeing out at the different complexes, our assistant tournament directors will be Mickey O'Brien and Tony DeBruno. At each complex, we will have complex directors. Carpenter Park will have John Pratt and Julie Mendez. Chin Chapel, Don Mines and Sarah Mines. Hobby, Tina DeLeon, Raul Lopez. Ari Good McInnish, Tommy Ellis, Carl Polk. High Point, Abby Cravens, Mary McCoy. Lake Park, Mario Martinez and Julie Jackson. Railroad, Casey Cravens, Frankie Maragwin. Richland, Kathy Rudd and Becky Baxter. At Warren, Terry Taylor and Scott Villarreal. Five Star, Becky Turbin and Curtis Williams. In the event of weather, we have procedures that we would like you to follow. However, this year, unlike last year, we expect to have nice sunny, nice weather, about 80 degrees for the tournament. But in the event that we do face some form of weather, the decisions regarding the weather will be posted on the ntsoccer.org website under the TOC tab. We will email and send text messages on any decisions or changes through Got Soccer. Please be sure and go onto your Got Soccer account and enable the ability to receive these messages. That is our form of communication with each of the teams as the tournament progresses. The next important aspect of the tournament are your game sheets. These are the 7 forms that you bring to check-in when you check your team in that has your roster listed on it. These game sheets are what we use to keep track of the cards that are issued and the score of the game. Both teams are responsible to present this game roster sheet to the referee prior to the game. Both teams are required to check the game sheets after the game to assure that the correct score and the cards are correct and turn it into the tournament headquarters immediately. It is the coach or manager's responsibility to bring those forms back to the tournament headquarters. On your roster, you may only play players that are on that roster. This tournament does not allow for guest players, so therefore these should be players that were on your roster throughout your fall season. Roster checks will be conducted by the tournament staff to assure compliance. If a roster check is conducted, that does not mean that there was an issue that was coming forth towards your team. It simply is our method of assuring that all teams are complying with only playing those players that are on their rosters. In regards to the playing rules, uniforms, players must have a number on their jersey. Goalkeepers, if not on a numbered jersey, should be identified by number on the roster. Goalkeeper jerseys do not have to have a number. However, we do have to still identify who that player is. In the event of a color conflict, the home team must change. Teams should occupy the benches on the same side and the spectators on the other. Parks that have teams on opposite sides, home team will occupy the north or west side. Coaches are responsible for the behavior of their team and their spectators. The length of the games. All our games on Saturday are pool games. They will be played as mini games. The mini game lengths are for under 10 to 20-minute halves, under 12 to 25-minute halves, under 14 to 30-minute halves, under 16 to 30-minute halves, and under 19 to 35-minute halves. These mini games will also be utilized for all quarterfinal games played on Sunday morning. Only the semifinal and the finals are full-length games. Full-length games will play as follows: under 10 to 25-minute halves, under 12 to 30-minute halves, under 14 to 35-minute halves, under 16 to 40-minute halves, and under 19 to 45-minute halves. Overtime in the quarterfinals goes directly to kicks from the mark in the event of a tie. Overtime in a semi or final game would be 2 10-minute overtime periods followed by kicks from the mark if needed. In the event of misconduct, players issued a straight red card are required to sit out their next game. A second caution is not a straight red. When a player is sent off, they should report to the tournament tent for the remainder of the game or leave the complex. They must send an adult with the player. Coaches are responsible for the behavior of their team and their spectators. Any protests, only protests for ineligible players or misapplications of the laws of the game that the referee admits and having a material impact on the result are accepted. The protest must be submitted in writing with a $100 protest fee. All referee decisions are final and may not be protested. We must remember, in the under 10s, we will play 7 versus 7. That means that you will have 6 skilled players and 1 goalkeeper. Playing time. All players must play 50% of the game. Any complaints of violation will be monitored. Tournament officials will be auditing the playing time throughout. A team will forfeit the game if a tournament official witnesses a violation of playing time. Simply reporting the playing time issue will not result in the game being a forfeit. Our typical procedure for this enforcement is once reported, we will then proceed to monitor the games to assure that we do have them complying. In the event that we find that they do not comply, then again, the game would be declared a forfeit. Advancement. After the conclusion of all games within an age group, the teams advancing will be determined and posted on the website. We do not post scores out at the complexes. Instead, you would go to the website and we will have those updated very quickly after your game. They are being updated live from each location. If all tiebreakers are used, then kicks to determine who advances will be used. If this appears possible, please remain at the complex tent so that we can perform the kicks on Saturday. In the event that does not happen, we will be contacting you to come out early on Sunday morning so that we can determine who will be advancing. Winners are based on the most points. Wild cards are based on the most points from any of the brackets. We will average points when a bracket has more or less than equal number of teams. If a team is withdrawn prior to the start of the tournament, then the game is counted as a no game and the bracket averaging occurs. When we refer to withdrawing prior to the start of the tournament, we gauge this that the team did not ever check in. This could occur Friday night because they have not checked in. This could occur Saturday morning if they still have not checked in. Unless the team is identified in GOT Soccer as withdrawn, then we expect you to report to the field as planned. Should a team not show up after the start of the tournament, then the score is counted in the points as a 3-0 score, which results in max points, which would be 10. All teams must check the website to assure that they have not advanced. So we expect all teams, whether you know you've advanced, whether you think you might advance, and even if you don't think you are going to advance, to still check the website. We do not contact teams to let them know who advanced. It is only posted on the website. Please be aware that in brackets where it was a 3-3 crossover bracket, you will notice that we are showing that AB would be the advancement. AB is referring to bracket A and bracket B combined, all 6 teams. The way that the advancement works with that 6 teams is the top 2 teams from both brackets combined will advance. So you will have AB1 and you will have AB2 advancing. In 5-team groups, only the top team will advance. In the event that we have a 5-team group that will be playing 4 games in pool play and we are having to break a tie with a 4-team group, then we will be using averaging of the total points versus the total games played. That same calculation will be used in any bracket where we had a team withdrawn and it's counted as a no game. At the conclusion of the tournament, as we are playing our semifinals and finals games, all teams that advance to the semifinals will receive awards. Therefore, all semifinalists that receive a finalist trophy, that meaning the losing team. Of course, the 2 teams that win will advance to the final to receive their trophies. Both teams in the final shall report to the tournament tent for the award ceremony immediately following the game. Please do not just leave. Both teams are asked to come up to the tournament tent so that we can go through a quick presentation and we can also follow it with pictures of both teams. This year we will have t-shirt vendors on site at all complexes, both Saturday and Sunday. Feel free to look through, see the different North Texas gear that they have, and make any purchases and souvenirs that you may like. We hope that you have a great time this year at our tournament. We hope you the most success, and we congratulate you once again on all your success throughout the year, and hopefully your success in this tournament and as you move forward. Thank you for being a member of North Texas Soccer, and welcome again to the 2012 Academy Sports and Outdoor North Texas Soccer Tournament of Champions.